Here we go.
Foreman powering ahead to the 43, second down. Well, for these Bears here, Charles, year 3 for Justin Fields. He's just 5-20 as a starter through those first 2 seasons. But you think he's potentially poised for a breakout 2023?
I certainly do, and it's because of his talent and watching what his organization has done around him. They've told him, you're going to be our quarterback, and we're going to get you better pieces in order for you to expand your game. I expect Justin Fields to break out in a big way, especially throwing the football.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go. Hey, no more. Monday. Tonight.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They run it on first with Foreman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Dance. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 66 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes. even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early? And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Love looking to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Down. 52 blasted. Ready?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Now a give to Foreman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. On play action, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. but instead that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw. Fields to the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action this time with Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver, best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, who the Packers need to develop into a #1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
Here we go.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Love now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free, because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To the air again, Love. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love. He'll find DeGuara complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara from 17 yards out. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Foreman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Moore, the man in motion. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Fields. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Herbert will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Foreman will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready?
2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed.
Hurry, hurry.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go, Ty.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. They set up the screen to Foreman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new
for our EA
season, so
Sports
both of these
halftime
coaching staffs
report.
likely
Coach.
making plenty of adjustments after their 1st half of football. So for the call of the 2nd half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Ready,
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good 1st half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their 1st drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready?
He's able to find Melton. Touchdown! Bo Melton from 21 yards away. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey, can't. 11. Alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Quay Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Go.
Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready.
Now Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 46 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ready?
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Drill 52.
Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Say hi.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're going option play on third down. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he is going to have the Bears first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Here's Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now he's free at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Down.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go, son.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Foreman. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Let's go now.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.